This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I guess it's a good Tuesday morning. I saw John Pertzbarn with his bow tie on, so it's Bow Tie Tuesday. At least I don't have Tuesday screwed up. Weather's good. Weather reports kind of nice. No rain. Weather reports over. We're going to take care of our housekeeping. Anybody, feel free today. I will take some calls. I won't rant and rave too much. Still have a sore throat. America's voice of freedom. We are always the Patriot. You can call toll free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. Don't call about your trash not being picked up. Give me some local current events that people are interested in. It's bad enough when I go crazy on the air. Let's give them today some what word am I looking for? Some enjoyable entertainment, unlike every other day when I'm on the air. And I say, I know I'm not enjoyable. Don't give a damn. I tell all you people, don't give a damn. These politicians have put me in that position. They put you in that position where we really don't give a damn anymore. But we can't let these son of a bitches beat us down and become so apathetic that we don't want to help change the bad situation. See, that's what these politicians want. They want to piss you off so you'll stay home election day. They want to piss you off so you'll keep your mouth shut. They want to piss you off just because they want to piss you off because they can. You people, do you understand me? I go crazy sometime. And I am crazy. I'm not stupid. I see what these politicians are doing to us. They're destroying us, and we're letting them. We're acting like they're a bunch of gods. Like we can't object to what they say, that we have to go along with what they say. We don't have to go along with anything these son of a bitches say. We throw their asses out of office. And if the next bunch of bastards come in and don't become public servants after they get elected, because you've heard me, you got to be a politician to run for office. But after you win that office, after you start making decisions, you don't make decisions for yourself. You make decisions for the people that put you there, that put you as a mayor, as a state representative, as a governor. Everybody forgets real quick. It's not their business. It's not a family business. Well, on second thought, it is a family business, the American family's business. But when everyone sits around, says, I can't make a difference. That's true. Sitting around, you can't make a difference. It's getting off your lazy asses, including me. I used to sit on my lazy ass and say, hey, I'm doing fine. I'm working 16, 18 hours a day. I'm making some money. Got a good life. But I look around me and I see the poor people and I know how they feel because I've been there, done that. And I say, no, it's not fine. I'm not fine. None of us are fine. You know, if you keep taking out, and I'm not a farmer, I'm going to salute the farmers, though, for all they do. Charlie Meyer, especially, state rep from the 108th District out of Oakville. He's a hardworking farmer. Nobody appreciates the farmers. Nobody appreciates anything until they don't have it. Nobody appreciates our police department. But if somebody's breaking into your house, somebody's trying to kill your family, then you appreciate it. When you don't have bread and milk on the table, then you appreciate the farmer. And I've been there, done that through the housing project. And I know people have told me, hey, Romanik, we know. No, you never know. It's never enough. It's never enough to try to bring to light the poor people that are starving in this great country, the poor people that don't have the life that I have, that maybe you have. But we can make a difference. We can give back. I give back all the time. I don't give back. Well, I do give back to help them out, but I give back because it's kind of self-serving. Makes me feel good. And it'll make everybody feel good. You don't have to give back money. Give back some time. Give back some love. Give back something. Give something to somebody not expecting to get anything in return. That's when it feels good. That's when it feels real good, people. But we have to do that not just in our everyday life. We have to do that in our political lives. And for people to say, I hate politicians, we're all somewhat politicians. We all lobby to get what we want at home. We lobby to get what we want at work. We'll be part of a union. We'll be part of this organization, this civic organization, this social organization. But people, there's politics in the churches. There's probably more politics in the Catholic Church than there is in Washington, D.C. And I don't say that in a bad light. That's just the way it is. There's politics all over. But the political setting that we're in, we have to make a change. It's been going on in St. Clair County, been going on throughout this state of Illinois. Now we have these national events, and I don't like to talk very much about national events because you can get that on CNN, Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS, FU, all those stations. You know what I'm talking about. I like to keep it local, but sometimes, you can't keep it local. I'm watching television yesterday, and here's Hillary Clinton. And I'm not a Hillary Clinton fan. Not a Hillary Clinton fan at all. And she's saying Donald Trump is causing us to be killed because ISIS is using his speeches as a recruitment tool. Now, how, with him saying we need to get rid of ISIS, we need to keep all the foreigners over in their country until we sift out and see what's going on in our country, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And what she's telling me is all these decent Muslims, all these decent Shias, everybody that's coming over here because Trump is saying something bad, they're going to turn violent? Well, hell, if that's all it's going to take for them to turn violent, I'm with Trump 1,000%. I don't want them son of a bitches nowhere close. If that's what's going to trigger their hatred for us, because Trump is talking about keeping all of our potential, you hear me? Maybe not enemies, but potential enemies away from us, away from our American family. But they want to talk that crap all the time. These politicians tell you either what you want to hear or what scares you. And I'm tired of both. We've got some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hey, Bob, this is Mark from Godfrey again. I talked to you about a month ago.
Yeah, Mark, how you doing, sir?
Good. I just wanted to let you know we're not just sitting around on this pension cut thing. We had a big rally yesterday at Claire McCaskill's office down on Delmar.
I saw that.
And I got to talk to the Post-Dispatch reporter for a little bit, and we're trying to get the word out. I think if people hear our story and know what's coming, maybe we can all band together and stop this ridiculous nonsense.
Yeah, Mark, give the people that don't know, you guys got your pensions cut in half?
Yes, sir.
Your pensions are cut in half. And here, and I got to say, the unions, I'm all for the unions. I'm running as a Republican on the Republican ballot, but I'm more of a libertarian. I think we ought to have the government in our lives only when we want them. But I'm all for the unions as long as the unions are going to be right. But there's politics in these unions too, Mark. And you guys, not you, but the union officials, you guys need to stand strong. There's a lot of times they'll say the unions are for the Democrats. Sometimes the Democrats aren't for the unions, though, Mark.
I agree, Bob, and I told the reporter yesterday, I feel like we got betrayed by the Teamsters and we got betrayed by our lawmakers. It's like we're fighting a three-way battle between the pension fund, the International Brotherhood, and the lawmakers. And I just think it's egregious, it's wrong, they know it's wrong, and it's a crock.
Yeah, let me tell you, Mark, I agree with you, and I'm all for union people, but I'm actually for the people that aren't union because I believe people have a right, but the unions have a place in our country, and they have a good place, and I salute all the proud union members. But if the situation is, Mark, as you know and I know, the economy is bad, but these politicians tell us, pull in your belt, tighten your belt. But I see you hardworking Teamsters, you guys out in the cold every day, out in the heat every day. You're getting your pensions cut. I don't see the governor. I don't see the state representatives. I don't see the state senators. I don't see these mayors. I don't see anybody in the political sector getting their pensions or their salary cut. Mark, do you?
No, I don't, and that would be a good way for them to lead by example. If they're so keen on cutting my pension in half, let's see how they can get by on half the money they're expecting.
No, hey, let me tell you what, Mark. If I'm elected state representative, I'm not going to take a pension. I'm not going to take a penny because I'm fortunate enough to have my own money. And I'll go to Springfield, and I'll challenge every one of them to take half of the salary. But what pisses me off, Mark, is you hardworking people out there, you get your salaries cut. But here's these rotten bastards like Kern up here at the courthouse in St. Clair County, wears a suit and tie every day. He's in the air conditioning in the summer. He's in the heat in the winter. He doesn't have to worry about breaking his hand working. Doesn't have to worry about falling off a bridge and dying like the Teamsters have. And he makes his $125,000. They never, ever, ever talk about cutting their salaries. Never, ever.
I agree, Bob. I think we're getting a belly full of it. I think it's gone so far that people are finally going to stand up and say this is not going to take place any longer. We're just sick of it, and we're going to change it.
Well, Mark, listen, I wish you guys the best. I know what it's like. And here's the problem, Mark. It's not like you get your pension cut when you're 25 and you can go out and get another job and build another pension. They're taking pensions away from people that are 55, 65 years old. How the hell do they expect you people to live?
You got that right, Bob. I really appreciate you letting us get this word out. Keep doing what you're doing. Stand up for what's right. We're all behind you.
Hey, Mark, thank you very much. And again, I salute all these unions. The guy in the union, whatever, I don't know if it was the labor union, that fell to his death on the bridge, on the new bridge, on the, guess what, the span. Remember when I fought that? I fought to the whole state of Illinois not to make it Stan Musial Veterans Memorial because every media outlet always says span because it's slick to say that. No, I say the Veterans Memorial Bridge. But the gentleman that fell off that bridge, he didn't get that bridge named after him. And I like Stan Musial. I remember coming up, he was a great ball player. He was a great American. But to have a bridge named after him because he could hit some home runs when a guy fell to his death? We get congressmen, we get senators, they name bridges, they name streets, they name buildings after them. These no good son of a bitches ain't never done nothing but take our money and spend it. Take our money and spend it. And then we see the big check with a congressman or a senator handing it to somebody or a mayor. And we're going to dedicate this building to Congressman such and such or Senator such and such. You know, I keep telling you about running for state rep. I will not, when I go to Springfield, I want to pass a law that never again will a building or a bridge be named after a politician. Let's name it after ordinary people that saved somebody's life, that did something good. Not because a bastard voted yay and nay and took our money and give it back to us. Hey, I'm going to have 50 people give me $500. Then I'm going to give it back to them. And I want them to thank me for me giving them their money back. And that's what we do. We thank them. Oh, you built that bridge. Thank you. You built that park. Thank you. Wasn't your money, you political bastards. It was our money that you recycled back to us. And it happens all the time. And we let it happen, people. And we sit there like a bunch of dumbass son of a bitches, including me. But I learned my lesson. You know, this life's short. You got to make a difference. We all have to make a difference. And just think what a difference all of us together can make. I can contribute. It's like a smorgasbord. I'll contribute the cake. Somebody bring the mashed potatoes. Somebody bring this. And if everybody brings something, what a successful dinner. What a successful smorgasbord that would be. The biggest buffet in the world if we all bring something back and give something back to our community. But these no-count, rotten bastard politicians, they don't give a damn. But hey, Mark, if you're still listening, they'll want you to go out and vote because they're backing the unions. These politicians don't back anybody but the people that they think they can use to get a vote from. Look at these no-count, low-life, good-for-nothing bastard political parasitical punks up here in Belleville. The unions. And I'm going to piss some of the union guys off, but I don't care. You union guys, you're behind the Democrats in St. Clair County. You let them march in your parade. You don't let the Republicans, and that's okay. That's your parade, and I salute you for that. There's no union shop at the courthouse. There's no union shop at the circuit clerk's office. There's no union shop at these offices up there. Rick Stone uses scab labor, they call it, to build his house in Smithton. And you guys back Rick Stone all these years? You back all these Democrats? Don't let that Democratic name sway you. It's not the name that should sway you. It's the actions of the people behind the names that should sway you. That's the actions of the people. And it just pisses me off. New Year's Day, 2016, the Bugle Bash. Annual New Year's Day held at Crehan's Irish Pub, 5500 North Belt West in Belleville. A nice place, great food. All the guys, Barry and all the guys at Crehan's, I want to salute you guys for a hell of a good business. They're having a New Year's Day Gala Bugle Bash from 12 noon until whenever. The Shriners are putting it on. The Shriners, the Ainite Drum and Bugle Corps, the national champion Ainite Shriners Drum and Bugle Corps. They will be performing in concert at 2:30 p.m. New Year's Day. And hell, if I wasn't going on that run, I'd be out there because I'll tell you, I've heard the Shriners Drum and Bugle Corps, bunch of great guys. Their performance will be New Year's Day starting at noon at Crehan's. They're going to have ham and beans, chili, hot dogs, brats, door prizes, raffles, auctions, celebrity appearances. All the donations will go to the Shriner Charities. What a great group of guys. And I want to personally salute Chuck Schaefer, a great American and a true public servant. Chuck Schaefer works for the city of Belleville. He's a director of public works, the street department and sanitation department divisions. And Chuck Schaefer, thank you. He's a proud member of the Shriners International. So if you guys can make it out, if you're not doing anything, you got a little hangover, hey, a little bit of chili and ham and beans will be good. It's the New Year's Day 2016 Bugle Bash. Gonna be in concert. The national champion Ainite Shriners Drum and Bugle Corps. Their performance will start at 2:30. Doors open at noon. If you can make it to Crehan's New Year's Day, please do. Kaskaskia River House events coming up December 31st. They're having a New Year's Eve celebration. That's out in New Athens. And guys, again, get me a telephone number so I can put that out so people that are concerned can contact you. Third annual Veterans Tribute New Year's Day Poker Run. The radio station will be there. It'll be Friday, January the 1st, 2016. The American Legions of Albers, Beckemeyer, Breeze, Germantown, and New Baden present their third annual New Year's Day Poker Run. All benefits to the Veterans Tribute at Kaskaskia College. Any questions or concerns, you can contact Bob Nettemeyer at 618-248-5602 or Terry Becker at 618-526-7302. Collinsville Shrine Club, their Crazy Bowl, Friday, January the 15th, 2016. Registration starts at 6:15 p.m. Bowling starts at 7 at the St. Clair Bowl in Fairview Heights. All the benefits will benefit the Children's Dyslexia Center of Southern Illinois. Any questions or concerns, you can contact Chip at 618-304-8198. On this date, December the 22nd, 1882, The first string of Christmas tree lights was created by Thomas Edison. On this date, December the 22nd, 1894, the United States Golf Association was formed. On this date, December 22nd, 1895, X-rays were discovered by Wilhelm Röntgen. On this date, December 22nd, 1937, the famous Lincoln Tunnel in New York opened to traffic. On this date, December the 22nd, 1961, Specialist Fourth Class James Davis became the first American soldier killed in the battle during the Vietnam War. I bet you nobody remembers that, but I bet you everybody remembers who hit 30 home runs last year and what Babe Ruth's batting average was. But remember, a date in infamy, December the 22nd, 1961, Specialist Fourth Class James Davis became the first American soldier killed in battle in the Vietnam War. On this date, December 22nd, 1977. 1977, people, not that long ago. The first border-to-border national highway was dedicated, Interstate 75. Our first national highway, 1977. Hell, I thought it had been way before that. On this date, my hero, a true, proud American. On this date, December the 22nd, 1984, Bernard Goetz, you know, the guy in New York, became America's most, it says infamous, I'll say famous, vigilante when he shot 4 19-year-old men who were trying to rob him in a New York City subway. You guys remember that? Those thugs come up and pop, pop, pop. Boy, what a great guy. He deserves a Medal of Honor. Bernard Goetz, I want to salute you today, buddy, and you keep up the good work. That's what happened on this date, December the 22nd, throughout all these years in our world's history. And Anonymous, thank you very much for your text. It says having Christmas with the Republicans at Fisher's, and there was money donated to CARE. He, or whoever the hell it is, says, isn't it something that when the Republicans do something, it never makes the paper, but as soon as the Democrats donate something that's not theirs, it always makes the paper, and that's true, Ann. Thank you very much. Want to say hi to Ricky Nix and all his boys in Benton, Illinois. He listens to my show down in Benton. I guess the station travels that far. So Ricky Nix and all the boys at Tire and Auto Sales in Benton, Illinois, thanks for listening. Thanks for the support. And I want to put a shout out to two of my good friends in Cahokia, Dennis and David Foltz. They own car lots in Cahokia. Great guys, great family. Hey, Dennis and Dave, thank you guys for all you do for the coalition, and keep up the good work, guys. John Laraquette, I can't read most of this stuff on the air, John, but thank you very much. Talked about starting my show, the most shocking moment, the most exciting moment, most controversial moment. Some of the stuff I can use. What I like, and I remember when the WWE, Dustin Rhodes, also known as Gold Dust and whatever the hell other names, he gave me some crap, so I guess even the WWE wrestlers listen. But, hey, thank you very much, Joe. Laura Quett out of St. Charles, thank you. Here's another one from Adam Rosebush, he calls himself. Merry Christmas, and same to you, Rose. Says, you mentioned Pussy Boy Mark Maximus Vaginus Eckert's the Maribel's cooler with the extension cord. I'll bet when you step into Pussy Boy's flower shop, Maximus Vaginus is in the back room begging for some Big Dick's barbecue. And maybe Pussy Boy likes barbecue. And I heard about Herb Simmons' family barbecue in Washington Park. Said Herb Simmons knows because Mark Kern adds extra grease to his barbecue meat, if you know what I mean. So some of this stuff's getting a little raunchy, but Rose Bush, thank you very much. Kevin Sheridan, thank you. I'm certainly researching your concerns as we speak. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Maximus Vaginus and the once great city of Belleville and what these idiots are doing. We're going to talk about the judges. We can talk about anything and everything. My good friend Carl Officer just walked in. We'll talk about Carl Officer. Hell, I don't care. We'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, very, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are proud to be the Patriot. I want to tell you, my claim to fame is probably, not that I'm helping with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition to expose these rotten political parasitical punks that we call politicians, but I think I beat Kern in his own game. Hey, Sweet Cakes, where's my damn Christmas card this year? I've talked to everybody all throughout the county. No Christmas card. Mary, did you get a Christmas card?
Well, I was quite disappointed, too.
Yes. Yeah, I was, because it's good scratch paper. But people, remember the last 2 or 3 years? They send Christmas cards, in essence, to Bob Romanik and our occupant. This no-good son of a bitch thought just because he sent you a Christmas card, you ought to be peeing in your drawers. You ought to be crapping in your pants because Mark Kern, you ain't Santa Claus, and you ain't the Pope, and you ain't God. This bastard send out to Bob Romanik and to all you people and our occupant. How personal can you get? Christmas is for personal family, personal friends, personal feelings. But he sends out a Christmas card with him and his Sasquatch, and I didn't want to get going on that bitch, but I am. And I shouldn't say bitch, but I am, because that's what she is. Where's the Christmas card, Kern? Now, if I can scare him not into sending a Christmas card, do you think he's leadership material? Hell no, you don't. And remember, everybody the last 2 or 3 years, apparently, I've talked to people in the outer county, in Lebanon, in Freeburg, down in East St. Louis, in Belleville. Nobody has got a Christmas card from Kern. And I'll tell you what, that just about makes me want to go out and either put a bullet in my head or throw up. Probably to throw up. But that's the way these rotten bastards are, people. We give them that authority. My analogy, once again, here's a ball player, goes out, works out for a year to play on the ball team, to be very good at what he does, takes the chance of getting paralyzed, getting crippled for life. So we give him the accolades because when he gets out there on the field, he earns that. These politicians don't do a damn thing. We hand them our futures. We hand them our tax dollars. They didn't earn that. They didn't earn the title of mayor or county board chairman or state representative. If I win for state, I'm not going to earn that title. I didn't do anything. You guys are going to give me that title to do something for you, to entrust me with you and your family's future. That's what we do for these politicians. But these no good son of a bitches, the day they get elected, they think they're somebody. They're still the same no good son of a bitches like Sprague and Kern. And Sprague, I just want to know one thing. If you drink, would you piss in your pants, get drunk, pass out and piss? If you did, Sprague, I'm just asking that question. And by the way, hey, Sweet Cakes, is YMCA by the Village People, is that your favorite song, Mark Sweet Cakes, Kern? And I know your parents donated a lot of money because it's the Kern YMCA. Does that give you special dispensation and give you special dispensation at the volleyball courts and the basketball courts and the locker rooms or any place? I just want to know if you get special treatment in any of those places. especially the locker room. Let me know, Kern, will you? But hey, Mayor, it just pisses me off whenever guys get elected and they forget about their community. You've been down in East St. Louis. You've been the mayor. Hell, I've seen you down in East St. Louis when you were the mayor driving around talking to people on the street corners. A couple times I pulled up and thought you were in trouble. You said, no, I'm just talking to my people. Why can't all political people be that way?
Well, maybe they just don't have the same feeling. You know, I was blessed. I remember some of my most antagonizing moments would be to listen to the critics. And I would just get out sometimes and ride the bus in East St. Louis. And some of the more joyful moments I would have is I must have had at least 60, 70 people stop and said, well, Mayor, you stranded? You need a ride? I said, no, I'm catching the bus. And I remember how difficult it was back when Bi-State made some switches just to be able to get from one end of town to the other. And instead of me listening to all these so-called aides and other people tell me how difficult it was, I decided I got out of my office, went to the bus stop, said I'm going to ride every bus in East St. Louis from Rosemount to the South End bus to a crosstown bus. And God, it took me almost 3.5, 4 hours to get across town. And I'm saying to myself, how hard would it be for a little old lady to be able to get to the doctor's office, to be able to get to the grocery store, to be able to go back and forth to church? And you wouldn't have known this. I guess I could have had some hearings, but it was much easier for me to get out of my office, take 4 hours, and actually get on the bus and feel what it was like to get a transfer, to listen to the folks act crazy on the bus, the kids, the old people. And you know, it taught me a lot, so I was able to help when I went to fight with Bi-State on getting different routes changed. Yeah. I'd like to see some of our elected officials go to the airport at Mid-America and sit by themselves in the quiet, I call it the mausoleum, you know, since I'm in the funeral business. It's basically a mausoleum. It's dead out there. There's nothing going on. And, you know, and just sit there and say, why are we spending $15 million of the taxpayers' money in this airport? And if you could justify to me why we're paying an airport director $150,000 plus
bonus when he screws things up. That's what I like.
And then paying for the two consultants $10,000 a month, and then giving
a month, not a year, Mayor. That's a month.
A month, and then giving the one airline, to promote, giving them over $100,000 a year to promote one flight a week.
And we make $30,000 on $100,000. That's a hell of an investment, ain't it?
I just don't understand that. But then the taxpayers of St. Clair County are kind of silent on this situation. Yeah, well, I don't think that they're going to be silent much longer, because I know that you are going to continue to raise the issue. I know the Freedom Coalition is going to continue to raise this issue. And there are so many situations like that. We're 3 days away from Christmas. And I think that the people of St. Clair County have a good opportunity to have hope for 2016. They had no opportunity for this hope last year.
I agree.
They had no opportunity for it the year before. And there is one thing that I would like to stress, Bob, and I'll probably be stressing this all the way through the next year. This is the perfect storm. This is the one and only time that I can foresee the people of St. Clair County. This is a one-shot deal.
Uniting and destroying this culture of corruption.
You got a chance this time to actually make a difference with your vote, where you will see. I can't promise this is going to happen in 2018 and 2019, but I guarantee you in 2016, if they come out and do the right thing, you will put shockwaves throughout the political forces of Southern Illinois itself, and perhaps even the nation, because when people see ordinary Americans standing up for their rights, and they see ordinary Americans taking on the political establishment, they will be able to see for the first time in their lifetime. Won't be any reading about in history 1776 or something. They'll be able to see it in 2016 in their own lifetime, that they made a difference on making America great again.
You know, Mayor, you've said that, and I keep pushing this. If Sprague and Kern and these guys get elected, they've got 4 years. And in those 4 years, they're not going to do a damn thing but transition their way out because they're old enough they're going to be retiring. So I tell all the people in St. Clair County, 2016 is the day to make a change. And listen, don't give me, Carl Officer running for coroner, don't give us 30 years to make a difference. If we can't do it, if I can't do something to make a difference in 2 or 4 years, if Carl Officer can't do something in 2 or 4 years to make a difference, if Roger Cook can't do something in 2 or 4 years to make a difference, throw our lame asses out because we won't deserve to be there. Remember, we're going to take a break here momentarily, but I got to say one thing. Never once I saw you driving with your officers. Never once did I see you commandeer a police car and drive it around for 6 months or a year like Mark Pussyboy Eckert, Maximus Vaginus, the mayor of Belleville. Why? And I know you don't want to get in a pissing match with the mayor because I know, you're a nice guy. But why the hell would somebody take a police car off the street, a brand new SUV off the street, and drive it around because he was elected by the people to run the city, not to run and lead the police department?
I really don't know why, but I would imagine there might be some plausible explanation in his mind of why he did that. I can tell you this, the only time that I even accepted police protection, and you knew this because you were a police officer at the time, is when former Chief Bruce Morrison came to me, along with the head of the FBI and the U.S. Attorney, down here in Chicago. There was a credible death threat on me and my family.
Right.
And I never asked for, nor did I want police protection, but
it was demanded at that point.
Demanded. Matter of fact, I couldn't even stop it. They told me, no, we're going to do this. But I do know this much. I think that many men and women who get elected think that they're anointed. It's just a job. It's a temporary job. The voters and taxpayers give you that opportunity to serve them. Being the mayor of a city, being the county board chairman, being a state representative, you're not supposed to get any special privileges. You're supposed to be serving the people, not having the people serve you. That's not the way this thing. And that's why I'm so proud of the men and women that we have chosen to be a part of the Freedom Coalition. Now, I want to make this clear. There's a difference between the Republican Party and the Freedom Coalition. There's a difference between the Democratic Party and the Freedom Coalition. The Freedom Coalition is just that, a coalition of Democrats, Republicans, and independents, and we are concerned about St. Clair County.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a break. We've got some more callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, I got a question in regards to this airport thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I saw that report that they did on TV, and according to that, he said that after not making any money for 15 years, but they're in the process of turning that around. But then they said that everybody that buys a ticket supports that airport. So in other words, it's not just St. Clair County then that's, getting ripped on this.
Oh, no, you're right, Gary. It's everybody. Go ahead, Mayor.
Gary, that's probably the best observation. Can you imagine? They're saying everybody that buys a ticket. If you've ever been on one of those jets, they don't seat more than 75 people. And so, assuming that all said that they flew an empty jet in here, which they did not do, because it's coming from someplace with some people on it. The people who are already on it are not paying us anything for St. Clair County. But let's just say we cut that in half and say 35 people get on that jet at Mid-America and they fly wherever they're going, to Vegas or Florida. How much of those 35 people, let's say they're paying landing fees or departure fees, they're not paying enough money off of their tickets to pay for the bathrooms to be cleaned at the airport every day, 7 days a week, because it's only one flight a week, and we're paying the airport director $150,000 a year, plus his pension, his health care, and all the other things. This is a sham, and I have no understanding why the county board chairman, the head of the building commission, the rest of these, why they will continue to lie to you and I about it's turning around. It's turning around. You got to be kidding me. It needs to be stopped.
Hey, Gary, where do you live at, buddy?
Missouri.
You live in Missouri? Is it crazy over in Missouri as it is here in Illinois?
Yeah, but according to Ed, I'm supporting that airport.
Well, hell, hey, we all support these politicians' dreams, and that's what this is. This is a wet dream. Hey, Gary, thanks for the call. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to talk about the Democrats, the Republicans, and the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. We'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest. And we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. You know, I talked yesterday, hey, Maximus Vaginas. These people tell me, I had an alderman, a good guy, but tell me that they made an ordinance so Eckert can put his flower shop cooler out on the street. You can't put your flower shop cooler out on the street and run an extension cord because you're too cheap, you no-count son of a bitch, to put another cooler in your flower shop. Drive by, people. You'll see that old draft beer box. And they said, the politicians, my ass, you guys can't make a law to break the law when everybody else, we can't put a trailer out there on the street, especially if it's for a business. Hell, I'm going to take the radio station and take 5 or 6 parking spots. And I'm going to tell you bastards up there in Belleville, if you don't stop this son of a bitch, you see what I do. I'll go at the square. I'll go at the square. If he can use the side street, the parking spots for his business, I can use the streets for my business. And try me, you no good son of a bitches. Try me, Eckert, you rotten bastard. Kern, you no good piece of crap. Sprague, you pissant son of a bitch. And you know what I mean, Sprague. You guys try me. Who the hell? You're not better than any of us. You're actually worse because you take our assets and you benefit from them. That's bull crap. Total bull crap. And I want to say about the Republicans, Carl touched on it. We formed the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. Carl, Roger got involved, started it. I'm a very active member, as you know. And again, whatever I say and do, don't hold it against the Freedom Coalition. Hold it against don't hold the white community responsible because some stupid white son of a bitch kills 30 people at a church. Don't hold the black community responsible when some ignorant black bastard kills 15 people at a mosque or a church. Blame the son of a bitch that's shooting. So blame me. Don't blame my friends, my associates, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. Blame me. Give me all the hell. Give me all the pain. If I deserve it, give it to me. You think I do. But don't hold it against anyone else. But I got to say, the Republicans, they said that we were, and I like Doug Jamieson, he's the head of the Republican Party, that we were refugees. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is far from being refugees. We've started this fight 4 or 5 years ago. We've asked the Republicans to unite with us. And you know our slogan, vote the person, not the party. We've got Democrats, Republicans, independents. We've got black, white. We've got men and women. And we're running under the Republican banner. But it's more than just Republicans. It's people that are tired. We don't give a damn about a Democrat, Republican in the county offices, in the local offices. You've heard me before. At the national level, there are differences in foreign affairs and fiscal policies. But if you're the coroner of St. Clair County, you're going to pronounce them dead the same whether you're Democrat, Republican. If you're the auditor, you're going to add up 2 and 2 is 4 unless, again, somebody said Patty Sprague, if the county leaders want it to be 6, Patty will add up 2 and 2 and be 6. But you get my point. You get my point. Nothing to do with Democrat or Republicans. We want to vote the person, not the party. And when you vote the Republican, people on the Republican ticket, you're voting for some Democrats, some Republicans, because there's black sheep in everybody's family. So don't sit there and say that we're refugees. We're fighters. We're allies. We're allies. We're allies, you hear me, of the Democratic and Republican Party. We want to bring people into government. We don't make government to the people. The people are our government. So when somebody says we're refugees, are you crazy? We're not refugees. We're allies. We're not begging for nothing. We don't want anything other than good government. So people, remember, come 2016, you're going to see that Republican ballot. And there's going to be some, quote, Democrats. There's going to be, quote, some Republicans, some independents, black, white, men, women. What's it going to make a difference? I want somebody that's going to do the job. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if there's a D behind their name or an R, and you people shouldn't either. That's the problem. This organized political situation. Don't have to be organized, and I say today and every day, vote the person, not the party. Mayor, I'm going to give you a parting shot.
I think that when you look at the R, I'm certainly not a refugee, but I think that you and Roger and Gary and Jerry and the rest of us, we're revolutionaries. We're not refugees. We're not Republicans. We're not Democrats.
We're Americans, right?
We're Americans first. But we are revolutionaries for St. Clair County.
Thank you very much. Couldn't have said it. Well, I could have said it better, but you stole it from me. That's what I was thinking to say next. Thanks, Mayor. You can't make me look worse than I do, so don't even try. You wasted your time. But the mayor officer's right. Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Hey, wait a minute. I'm drowning out there in the Mississippi. Throw me a life jacket. Well, wait a minute. Are you a Democrat? If you're a Republican, I'm a Democrat. If you're a Republican and you're a white guy and I'm black, don't throw me a life jacket, because if you're not a Democrat, I don't want you to save my life. Are you crazy? Would you ever say that? Hell no. You wouldn't give a damn if he was an atheist. And the people of St. Clair County shouldn't give a damn, because it's time. It's time that we get past this organized political crap. That's what beats us down. Don't have to be organized. All we have to be is organized in our hearts, in our guts, in our minds to say, hey, these son of a bitches have screwed us. Now, they're supposed to be Democrats. I see that D behind their name, and I'm a Democrat. So I'm going to go ahead and vote for this guy who's going to raise my taxes, who's going to take my pension, who's going to screw my family. I'm not going to vote for that guy with an R behind his name who's going to bring prosperity to my family, who's going to bring a better way of life, who's going to bring more safety. And you can flip the script. It could be Republican versus Democrat. I don't care. Don't worry about a D or an R. Worry about the person. Vote the person, not the party. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to fight the fight. We're going to expose these no-good son of a bitches, political and otherwise. There's some leaders that aren't politicians that are no-good bastards, too. You know what? We don't want to discriminate. Every no-good, rotten bastard, watch out. Political or otherwise, we're coming after you, and we don't care, because we are the guardian of the First Amendment. We believe everybody should have the right to say what they want. You don't have to believe what they say. You don't have to like what they say. but every one of us has the right to speak our minds. That's what we do here at KQQZ and KZQZ, and that's what we'll continue to do. We'll speak for the people. We'll fight for the people, because sometimes we can't fight by ourselves. But together, you know what I'm going to say. Together, we can unite. We've taken that first step of 1,000 miles, that first step of that 1,000-mile journey, and it's starting to work. It's starting to work for all of us. So join with us in your hearts, in your minds, in your guts. Join the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition and get rid of this culture of corruption. And I would say if they were Republicans at the courthouse in St. Clair County, get rid of them son of a bitches too. Let's don't play politics. Let's play life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what we need to play. Thank you very much. And if we do, all of our lives will be better. So let's continue to unite, to expose. And I'll use Carl's term, at the end of the day, destroy these no good son of a bitches. Take out an ice pick and just stab them. Take out a political ice pick and stab them. Politically, of course. Yeah, my ass, but politically, of course. Right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha.
The Patriot.
Your First Amendment and All-American Station. A division of Insane Broadcasting. Renegade Radio.
KQQZ, St. Louis.